Hello from Malta. Today we landed safe and happy here on the very nice island. And we are here for some working, we are here for some fun, and we are here for meeting exciting people out of the Malta cybersecurity scene. And I'm very happy that you are here, Jennifer, tonight. We came in contact very spontaneously. I connected to Jennifer via LinkedIn, and she was open to meet us. And so, thank you very much. I'm very happy that you are here. And
Same here.
Thank you. So, giving our people, our community, a little bit insights of Malta scene about you. And the question is, what I read about you is that you are now doing your Ph.D. and you have already worked in the cybersecurity scene. Can you tell us a little bit how did you came to cybersecurity? What was the initial link?
Yeah, so I guess I always wanted to specialize after completing my degree, and I was attracted immediately to the risks that are sort of prevalent, and I wanted to contribute in the realm of computer security. So I guess that's the first the initial sort of leap towards security, and then I continued my studies both abroad and now in Malta, sort of focusing on cybersecurity and now digital forensics on mobile phones. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and now you're doing your PhD, and a special focus, when I read it right, is on forensics.
Yes.
So what is your goal? In which direction are you thinking? Where do you see your future?
Yeah, so I guess there are many interesting aspects in security, but right now I'm focusing on the forensics aspects. I mean, because there is so much that we can do with regards to preventing attacks and detecting attacks, and that remains very important work. But there's also a lot of effort that needs to be done with respect to responding to incidents, and I guess that's where I'm trying to focus and where I hope my future sort of will lead me to. So yeah, responding to incidents and making sure that companies are perhaps forensically prepared to take on and to face any threats and any incidents that may occur, basically.
Okay. So when you're doing your PhD and you have a special focus, you're very well high educated. And how do you see the perspectives on the Malta cybersecurity market to find your future job here, or do you think more going abroad? What is your plan?
So I think I'm open to both. Of course, the job market in Malta has expanded, and there's a lot of more opportunity with respect to security now than there perhaps was a few years back, because everyone is starting to understand the importance of security. So I think there is opportunity here in Malta. I believe that there is also opportunity abroad, and perhaps more just because of the sheer size and the sheer the different markets that perhaps companies abroad tend to focus on. But I think I'm also open to remote positions, because I mean, companies are becoming a bit more, they're kind of warming up to the idea, so I'm also open to that.
Okay, so diving a little bit more into the market, the cybersecurity topics here, when we're talking about Switzerland and what we hear from our clients and candidates and everyday business is pretty much cloud. It's also identity access management, but what we recognize is that cloud is a very, very big topic to transform the on-prem world to the cloud world. What special topics do you see here in Malta? Would you say they're similar, or do you see different focus topics here?
I think there's identity management is important, and I think it remains important in many aspects. So it's whether it's access to on cloud or even on premise, identity is sort of a prevalent issue. Cloud is also a concern, mostly because there's a lot of the move itself requires a lot of thinking about a lot of things that perhaps before you didn't think about, like who has direct access to machines, and possibly different attacks that could happen there. other than that, I mean, there's also managing threats like volume. Related to volume. So we have DDoS attacks that become quite prevalent, and even with little effort could cause much damage. So that is also a reality, I think. And potentially even ransomware and social attacks related to social engineering, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of damage that can be done just by impersonating someone, and these attacks tend to be quite successful, unfortunately. So.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds very similar to the topics we have over there in Switzerland. And when talking about awareness, a big thing is that most of the executives or entrepreneurs are not ready yet to invest in cybersecurity because they don't see the earn out of it. They see it more like a big thing which hinders them to do their core business.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see this topic here in the market? Would they say they're already mature and they understand it, or where would you level it?
I think it depends. I think when sort of the security people and the people who are managing sort of come together and come to an understanding with regards to what needs to be done, they can both agree to create a solution that sort of works for everyone. Of course, security as part of the process is going to be an added step, but it doesn't need to be a hurdle. I mean, when you start integrating 2FA, for instance, into everything, and you have the appropriate apps, it becomes a bit more seamless than maybe trying to complicate things further. So I think there is a possible solution where these extra hurdles, perhaps, or nuisances that maybe security can seem to cause are done in a way such that they're no longer considered a nuisance. But yeah, I mean, I understand that there are some companies who think that way, but unfortunately incidents occur and attacks do happen, so it's important that we start understanding sort of that this is a risk. But I think a lot of companies are understanding this, and they're kind of moving forward and trying to accept security and doing things by the book.
Okay, that sounds a little bit that's also the market for candidates, the request for candidates will grow in the future. Do you see that the talent which are coming out of the universities are enough to meet the talent market, the requirements from the companies? Is there enough brain power around in Malta?
I think there could be. I don't think that industry only picks people up from university, so there's a lot of talent that people have just from experience, so you don't necessarily need to have a degree to
Okay.
get into IT in Malta. If you're talented enough and if you make it through the interview, it's generally okay, and you're accepted based on your skills, because the interview process has become such that you are evaluated based on your skills. So yeah, with regards to if there's enough talent, I think it's a problem across the board. So we are, as a country, I think we're recruiting talent for a number of sectors. So IT and cybersecurity will not be any different in this. But yeah, I mean, people are interested in IT. It's a new topic. I mean, it's security, especially. It's an exciting topic for a lot of people. So there is talent, but we're still importing, I think.
Okay. Do you see any initiatives from the industry, from the governance to attract talent from abroad, to bring more know-how on the Malta market?
I think, corporations and companies themselves, they try to attract talent from a number of countries. So they themselves do a lot of effort, especially if they are high-earning companies. They generally put a lot of effort into attracting talent, especially if there has been a lot of effort done by people from the company to recruit the person to try to win, because the interview process takes time. So once all that effort is done, then you don't want to lose someone just because you're not providing the best package that you could possibly. So I think, but companies generally take it upon themselves to provide the best package. So.
Okay, and so final question, where do you see more or less a little bit more your personal future? Would you prefer to do something in the government, or would you prefer to go in the industry, or another option would also to be with a consulting company. What have you got any preferences on that?
I guess not yet. All of the above sound interesting to me at this point. But yeah, I mean, I see that, you know, opportunities in government would be interesting in their own way, because the risk is higher, in the sense that the data there and the challenges there would be completely different from anything I've done before. But at the same time, with corporates, you have you're always continuously learning, and they are dealing with new technology. So you know, there is advantages to everything. So,
okay, so
I'm not sure
you're
yet,
you're completely open, and to all the companies who want to recruit in the future, it's up to you to do your best to win this incredible person. Yeah. So thank you very much,
Thank you
Jennifer.
very much.
It was a big pleasure talking to you.
Me too.
And all for our community. Yes, this was our first video interview since our startup has started. So it was first time, it was the first experience. We were very excited. We did a little preparation, but we want to do it spontaneously. And you was a great part of the story. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And yeah, we brought something for you for Switzerland to say
right.
thank you. And this is a little present. It's the Katzensteckerli from Luzern, and yeah, it's a small sign and a small thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Enjoy. Have a great evening.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.